in the TCU game?
You know what? I thought we ran around pretty decent for his first game back. He did some good things. Obviously, he made a lot of plays, and he actually left some plays on the field, believe it or not. So I thought it was a fairly decent outing for him and Scooter, as a matter of fact, to be a full-time starter for the first time. It was good for him. So now we just got to continue to improve the rest of the time.
And you said in camp, Dre, with all the practice he'd missed, he still was learning about linebacker, especially linebacker in a 3-4. Where do you think he's at in that progression?
He's making progress, man. He really is. I mean, he practices well this week as I've seen him. He's starting to get back into it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So he's getting his legs underneath him, his football legs back underneath him. So I feel good about where he is, and obviously it's not a finished product yet by any means because we got a lot left to do, but he's going in the right direction.
What are the keys to slowing down this Texas A&M attack?
They have 3 really good running backs. They got a young quarterback that can run. Their offensive line is big. They got some guys on the edges, obviously, with Kirk and some of the other receivers. I mean, they can stretch you down the field. So there's a lot of things that we have to stop. I think, obviously, any game we go into, our philosophy is to try to stop the run. So certainly we're going to start there. And then, hopefully be able to make some plays.
Yeah, that quarterback's a true freshman. Think you guys can rattle him?
Well, I think a guy that's played a few games already and played in a couple of against some really good opponents already. He's probably starting to get his legs underneath him as well, but he's still young. So, we're going to try to do whatever we can do to try to, get him off track and get him off the spot and make him a little uncomfortable if we can.
You mentioned run defense being a key. What do you guys need to do in order to stop the run?
Well, I mean, we got to get guys where they're supposed to be. Everybody's going to have a gap responsibility, and you need to handle that responsibility. I mean, we talk about that all the time in terms of doing your job and being where you're supposed to be. So that's kind of where it starts. And whether it's the D-line or my guys or the secondary coming up and filling, everybody's got a job to do, and they have to make sure they're in the right spots.
How much do you guys enjoy going down to Arlington every year?
Oh, that's big time, man. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. I mean, it's one of the best stadiums in the country, built by a guy that came from here. It doesn't get any better than that. So to be able to play in that venue and in that environment, it doesn't get any better. And I think the guys look forward to it every year for sure.
You and Paul and Brett have all said, Drake, as many tackles he made, he could have made a few more. What's he doing that you really like?
Well, I mean, he's being a little bit more of a linebacker right now. I don't know if that kind of makes sense to you or not, but he understands, where he's supposed to be and how he's supposed to be there. It's his body position, his footwork, all those types of things. And then he's just got some obvious natural ability in terms of speed and burst and things like that. And once he knows exactly what's going on and what's coming, now it's even better because he can get there. You know what I mean? Because he's fast enough, he's quick enough to get there. So we just got to continue to improve his football IQ. And as that continues to grow, he's going to be an even better player.
The last few weeks, coming off a bye, this team has been really good. What's been the key to that?
Well, I think it's the way Coach B handles the players and takes care of them and what we do in terms of practice, in terms of getting ourselves better and all those types of things. And certainly the formula that he's used over the years has worked. And so we're using that same formula, and hopefully it'll have the same results.